The successor to the Letshuoer S12 or a whole new identity? Let's find out. Hello and thank you for clicking on this video. I'll be sharing my experience on the latest planar release from Letshuoer. This is the Letshuoer S15. Letshuoer already has a planar IEM, which is the S12 series, so it'll be interesting to see what the S15 will bring to the table that'll differ from the S12, apart from updated driver technology. Before we begin, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Letshuoer for sending this unit in exchange for my honest feedback. However, as always, all thoughts and opinions are my own and are not influenced by any parties. I'll leave links in the description down below if you'd like to check them out. With that all said, let's talk about unboxing. Letshuoer, like Dunu, really knows how to give you an unboxing experience. This is like a very mini unique Melody Mess Mark II unboxing where you remove it from the side and there's a letter at the top covering the IEMs, which contains the warranty card and an instruction manual that has the S15 wallpaper image, which you see a lot in the promotional images, which is a nice background for an instruction manual. There's a little drawer at the bottom of the box and opening it reveals the case and some interchangeable terminations for the cable. The carrying case is made out of plastic, so if that metal twisting noise from a metal case really affects you, this is an alternative to that. Because I can twist this thing without feeling the pierce to my soul. But of course, the drawback is that it won't be as tough or sturdy as a metal case, but at least it's got some rubber-like finish with the Letshuoer logo, and it's very light due to its material. So there's some pros and cons to having this material for a case. The cable itself is very similar to the Chimera cable, which I happen to use a lot on other IEMs, so it does the job, and if you like the Chimera cable, then this will feel very familiar. Kinda wish they had the blue with the silver to go with the design theme, would have looked sick. The interchangeable terminations are L-shaped instead of being straight, and it comes in 2.5, 3.5 and 4.4mm terminations. The design of the IEMs themselves are relatively simple. It's having this bluish grey color around the shell, which is matching the color of the case. I think this blue looks amazing, and I'm shocked it's not used more often. The faceplate itself is an anodized metal look with this triple claw-like design, which seems to be the logo created for the S15. I'm not 100% sure what's the true meaning behind this logo design, but at least we've got a logo associated to the IEM, and it looks like a dragon's claw or saber-tooth tiger coin for the Yellow Ranger. If you like your claws, this may appeal to you. Whatever it may be, it's a simple design on an IEM with a breathtaking color scheme. For fit and comfort, since it's circular in shape and relatively compact, it sits in my ear without putting any unnecessary pressure around it, so I can wear this IEM for hours no problem, especially since it's really lightweight as well. Now, let's talk about sound. For bass, planar has always been known for having that fast bass attack, and it still rings true with bass presentation on the S15. The bass note sounds full and meaty, so you're getting all the weight with the speed, but I'm hearing it, sure, but I'm definitely not feeling it, which, yes, this is to say that if you're looking for some hard-hitting bass slam and impact, then the S15 won't do that for you. There's a bit of rumble coming in from the deep end, but it's mostly focused on the mid-bass rather than the sub-bass. It also depends on the ear tips you use to really bring out that bass a little bit, but all in all, it's there to accompany your tracks. I'd give it a toe tapper nod at best, but bass hits would probably be lusting for more. For mid-range, there's some warmth coming in from the lower frequencies, so vocal notes sound full and weighty. If you prefer a leaner or neutral presentation, then that's not the purpose of the Letshuoer S15. Despite it sounding like it's an all-in-one kind of presentation, the vocal still takes center stage. The background music is happening on the left and right, I'll explain more later, but I feel they're on support mode, just supporting the singer, accompanying the vocals without overshadowing or overwhelming them. It's like having a curved monitor and you're just watching your content, and there's stuff happening at the left and right, but the main focus will always be at center, and that's what it felt like listening to the S15. For treble is smooth, at least to my ears. There are some instances where certain notes appear to pierce through a little bit, so I'd put a very mild caution for treble sensitive people, but in general, it doesn't sound harsh or sibilant. Trumpets, however, sounds a step further away. It's missing that note attack, that sharpness as it sounded like it was smoothened out. Again, good for treble sensitive people, but if you're looking for that sparkle or bite from notes from the top end, then it's not on the S15, but at least there's enough highs to give female vocals a little bit of presence, but air instruments is affected by the S15's tuning. For technicalities, imaging is pretty good on the S15. The sounds coming from the left and right are discernible and quite distinct. There's also enough separation between each sounds, and it really helps in giving you the illusion of a surrounding sound atmosphere, and it really helps in putting the focus on what's happening at center stage. It doesn't have the widest sound stage as the overall sound sounds closer to your ear, but how the sound is presented gives it a sense of depth and distance between one another. But it can sound a little bit busy, especially on really busy tracks like an anime track, because it's all coming at you with that added warmth from the back end as well. While there's some macro details coming from the track, the micro details is missing a bit of that presence. Their attack is a little smoothened out, which also lends itself in the track sounding a little busier on heavy tracks. I'm now starting to think that what they did with the air instruments by giving them some distance was a good idea, as bringing them forward would have been the straw that breaks the camel's back. For power on my half mm EF400 with the 4.4mm termination, I'm at about 9 o'clock on the dial, which is about standard for these kind of IEMs. So to sum it all up, in a sea full of planar IEMs competing one another to be the fastest, most detailed, most technical planar IEM one can bring to the game, the Letshuoer S15 is an alternative to that presentation, bringing you a smooth, warm presentation yet maintaining enough speed and detail, keeping in line with the characteristic of a planar IEM. So it comes down to what you want, and I'm curious to know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Is this a fresh new take on a planar IEM, or has this been done before or done better? With that all said, thank you again to Letshuoer for this opportunity. I really do appreciate it, and I thank all of you very much for watching. Until the next experience, take care and happy listening.